being in the here and now. What gets in the way is there's a lot of frustration with expecting something to happen. You know, is this the spiritual way? Should it be where it's all at? Where it's really happening, man? Trouble with that is you're off to a loser, really, because there's a lot of misery that comes from not finding anything, not achieving anything from it. It seems so subtle, present moment. There's nothing to get. It's just there's a danger of saying that it's a state of mind. Is it a state of mind? What it is the background, the presence of the awareness. It's always there all the time. And there's always a moving away from this because it seems so boring, and you know, we're not taught this. And a lot of the time it's translated as boredom. You know, you should be doing something, achieving something. That's what the education always says. You should do something in your life. But it's, you know, a wild goose chase, really. Sorry to use that term or phrase. But this is the present moment. Just the aliveness, just being alive, looking around, not even focusing on anything at all. There's no big deal to it. There's no effort, real effort required. But the point I wanted to make was I'm having problems with the boredom of it. So obviously I'm not really fully in the present moment. And then I tend to worry about, well, will I always find the present moment? Or is it always going to be a failure, in inverted commas? Is it always going to come to boredom? And I suppose that's from the control, sense of controlling it, trying to grasp it, trying to get it, trying to have it all the time, which is not possible because it just happens naturally. The nearest thing you can get is a pointer towards it and retrain your mind so that it happens more often and it comes more naturally. So the main thing is the boredom that I'm always coming across, the misery, depression from not finding anything and going back onto doing other things like, you know, everyday activities. I think when you really hit the nail on the head, when you're really in the present, you know, the awareness, the kind of base zero state, is small things, subtle things are amazing. You can really focus on objects around you when you're looking around. It might be a clock. Earlier I was looking at my clock and it just seemed like a load of lines. You know, the second hand was just a line going round and round and round, and it didn't seem like time. Oh, what time is it? I didn't even focus on what time it was. And subtle things like colours, when you're looking at things, shapes, takes on a new meaning, a whole new world. And you can never get bored from that. It's really an amazing kind of, I was going to say experience or state. I don't know whether it is an experience. It is turned into an experience. When I'm describing it now, it seems like an experience, but this is just from remembering it and categorizing some experiences as an example, some examples of situations. So it's difficult to describe it really, it just happens naturally. I was going to say a dream state, but you know, you can only call it a state or an experience from memory. One thing that does take you away from the present moment is thought. What is thought? Is it dialogue? The inner dialogue in your mind? When you're having conversations with yourself? What I want to talk about is thought. And thought being unnatural because we're taught it. Education teaches us how to speak, what words are, what we associate words with. So it's drummed into us from an early age. So how can that be natural if it's man-made? All these thoughts are a broken up way, like a puzzle, you know, a jigsaw puzzle of perceiving the world with a set of these words. All these words being fragmentary. So how can that be the truth, the reality, if it's all a load of memories and associations?